Ancient Egypt, one of the oldest and most iconic civilizations in human history, has fascinated scholars and the public alike for centuries. With its grand pyramids, mysterious hieroglyphics, and legendary pharaohs, Egypt often finds itself at the center of myth and speculation. While much of its history is well documented through archaeology and ancient texts, many myths still cloud our understanding of this remarkable civilization. Let's delve into some of the most common misconceptions and reveal the truths behind them. Myth 1. The pyramids were built by slaves. Perhaps the most widespread myth is that the Great Pyramids were constructed by slaves under harsh conditions. This narrative was popularized by early historians and Hollywood films. However, archaeological evidence tells a different story. Excavations around the Giza Plateau have uncovered the remains of workers' villages, complete with bakeries, breweries and medical care, indicating that the laborers were skilled workers who were fed and housed by the state. These workers were likely peasants who worked during the Nile's flood season when farming was impossible, suggesting a form of labor tax rather than slavery. Myth 2. Ancient Egyptians worshipped cats as gods. While cats were indeed sacred in Egyptian culture and associated with the goddess Bastet, they were not worshipped as deities themselves. Egyptians admired cats for their ability to control pests and their grace, which symbolized protection and good fortune. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a serious offense, but the reverence shown to cats was more about their symbolic and practical value than divine status. Myth 3. The pyramids were built by aliens. The idea that aliens built the pyramids persists in popular culture, largely due to the sheer scale and precision of these structures. However, there is no credible scientific evidence to support this claim. The architectural feats of ancient Egyptians were the result of human ingenuity, advanced knowledge of mathematics, and a well-organized workforce. The alien theory underestimates the capabilities of ancient engineers and serves more as a modern fantasy than a historical fact. Myth 4. All pharaohs were male. While the title of pharaoh was most often held by men, history records several powerful female pharaohs. The most famous among them is Hatshepsut, who ruled Egypt successfully for over 2 decades. She adopted the full regalia of a male pharaoh, including the ceremonial beard, and led military campaigns, expanded trade, and commissioned impressive building projects. Cleopatra VII, another prominent female ruler, is also well documented for her political acumen and alliances with Roman leaders. Myth 5. Mummies rise from the dead. Thanks to horror films and popular fiction, many people associate mummies with curses and the undead. In reality, mummification was a spiritual and religious practice meant to preserve the body for the afterlife. The elaborate embalming process reflected a deep belief in life after death, not a fear of the dead returning. The curse of the mummy is largely a 20th century invention with no basis in ancient Egyptian texts. By separating fact from fiction, we gain a deeper appreciation of ancient Egypt's sophistication and achievements. This civilization, rooted in science, religion, and innovation, deserves to be remembered for its true legacy, not just the myths that surround it.